All right, so everybody wants some words of wisdom from somebody like me. At a time like this, I've got to flash back and tell you one of the most dirtiest jokes in honor of Dirty Danny Tanner. All right, there was this bar, and there was a bathroom at the bar, and it was a beautiful bathroom. Beautiful bathroom. It had two stalls, and they were the kind with those metal doors with the writing on them. Um, we're not even going to get into all that. It had three of the piss toilets, two that were the tall up ones, and one short one. So, anyways, a midget. No, let me break that down better. A priest, a nun, a midget, and two UFC fighters go into a bar bathroom, the one that I was describing before, and all of them got to go to the bathroom at the same time. So every single one of them starts going to the bathroom. And I am talking, it's a lot of piss and shit flying out of these people. I know you just heard all the different characters that were involved in this situation, and the priest is over there on the smaller stall doing piss and shit. So shit's coming all over the floor near him, in which the two UFC fighters, they're in their UFC fighting gear, but they've decided to get rid of it. So they're all buck naked in there. At least the two UFC fighters that was. The midget was actually in the stall, writing on the wall some weird perverted stuff, talking about fucking, talking about bitches, talking about pussy, vagina, penises, scabs. There was a scab on one of the UFC fighters' ball sacks, and the priest noticed the scab, so he says, "Hey," over to the nun, "did you notice that?" And the nun doesn't notice because the nun's taking a shit in the other stall, and the nun had begun to give the midget some head through the wall because the midget had turned the wall into a glory hole. Yeah, there was a glory hole in there. It was awesome. Like, so once the UFC fighters realized there was a glory hole, they decided to line up. They stick their dicks through the hole, and they're just like trying to get that nun head. And it's amazing head that this nun's giving because the nun had not ever seen penis before in her whole entire life. The midget basically stole her virginity in them. And so the priest is over there and he's deciding, what do I do about my religion here? I mean, Jesus, what would you do? And Jesus is talking to the priest over there by the other piss toilet. While he's shitting, still shit's coming out of his ass. He's got shit dripping down his legs, and boogers coming out of his nose. Coughing, sneezing, pissing, and he had blood coming out of his ears. The priest started bleeding out of his ears once he started realizing that the nun had started doing all this sucking dick prostituting inside this bar bathroom. And I didn't tell you there's an extra person in there, the patron. The patron is watching all of this take place and cleaning up after everybody. So he's got mop buckets and he's over there sweeping up the shit and picking it up inside the little pooper scoopers and getting the shit all over his hands. He has shit on his hands. The man is so shitty. So he's cleaning the shit off in the sink. These are beautiful mahogany counters, and the glass mirror is wonderful. I mean, these are basically 5-star bathrooms, but covered in shit, blood, piss, and now cum at this point because the nun was spitting. She wasn't swallowing any of the cum. She didn't even realize what she was doing. So she's spitting all this cum all over the floor, all over the walls inside the restroom. I mean, there's so much cum on the wall. It looks like a like a small cocoon inside there. It looks like a cocoon, like a cocoon. Like it's all just cum everywhere from the midget and the two UFC fighters. So she's over there licking the scab on the UFC fighter's ball sack, and she's not even aware of the fact of what she's doing. But she says, "Is this a scab?" And he says, "Yeah, that's a scab. I got that scab. I got a cut on it." And she says, "How did you get this cut here?" And he hold on. We're going to go back over to the stall. The priest who's bleeding out of his ears is now saying, "Jesus, when do I get some head? Should I go in to see the nun right now?" And little does he know that the nun is basically getting the fourth or fifth load in her mouth, and she has just gotten done spitting it all over the walls and floor and all over herself. She's just covered in cum, just everywhere. And so, anyways, the bartender looks over and he reaches over and he gives him a, "Hey, who's in there? I gotta go." So they said, "Hold on." The bartender over on the other side, he needs to go so bad, and he doesn't want to intrude the woman's room because he knows the woman's room could be occupied with other women or other people, and he doesn't know who's inside this bathroom just going ape shit with blood, piss, semen, cum, the cocoon of cum on the thing, and fucking all going on in there. Lots of fucking, tons of fucking. The nun's getting butt fucked by the midget, and the midget won't stop fucking her at all. And so the nun says, "Jesus." And next thing you know, Jesus is in there, and he's getting his. We can't get into all that. We've gone far enough with the Dirty Danny Tanner joke. I don't know if that was enough for you. If that's enough to satisfy everybody, I'll put some more Dirty Danny Tanner jokes up. I don't really know what the punchline of this is. I don't know if I did that right. Did I do that right?